Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video of the Awesomoth. Today I have very exciting news. The update for the American line for Steel Titans has been dropped, and I have to say that, oh my god, it is really good. I am quite impressed. There's only a light tank line so far, but that's absolutely fine. You do have a special um, medium tank, and if I'm correct, this tank is only available for early access, players. Um, so we're gonna go over some features. So, for example, let's just inspect here. Um, and if we click on it, it has armor. But it also has this crew function, which shows you all of the insides of the tank, which is very handy. And this is quite interesting, and I'm gonna go over things which are good about it and are bad about it. So we're gonna go over the good things. Good things is this gives more realism to the game. Um, a lot more realism. You still have the hit points system, but from the looks of it, you lose hit points at a much slower rate. Which is interesting. Now, this is the T6 medium, and the T6 medium is very well armored for a medium tank. You get extremely good armor on the upper plate. You got 100+ millimeters. Sometimes you get up to 200 millimeters. The turret is even more well armored. This part here, very exposed. It's got a bit of armor, 70 millimeters. That's gonna bounce a few things, but not a lot. But if you angle it, and this gets 12 degrees gun pushing, 12, which is really good. If you angle it like this, you get pretty good armor. Pretty good. You could get up to 400 millimeters up here. So if you only show your turret, and this is one of the downsides really, is these bumps here. You see these bumps right here? These ones here? Those are armor. And if we go into the armor inspector, when you're trying to use your gun pressure, like so, those are gonna become quite a problem because they only go up to about 80 millimeters. But overall, the rest of it is extremely well armored. Very well armored for its type. So, and the turret is just amazing, really. The turret is a little bit less armored when you're using gun pressure, but that's fine. The crew, you have 5 crew, and your ammo is, well, it's mostly in the hull of the tank, but if you're like this and somebody shoots here, they have a chance of detonating your ammo, which is, really bad because basically your ammo doesn't get damaged, it just detonates. So, none of this water tanks crap, really. The gun can be knocked out, and everything can be knocked out. And the repair time can vary between 13.5 and 16.5, sometimes even 18.5 seconds to repair. And when you're repairing, your tank is stationary. It doesn't move. You can't move. And that is annoying, but also realistic. Because when you're repairing, your tank can't move. And if your tank could move while you're repairing, that would be kind of bullshit. But yeah, it's really good that they actually implemented it. So if you look at this tank like front on like this, that, if I'm correct, is the driver, and then that is the machine gunner. Yeah. This is the loader. That's the gunner. Oh, that's the commander, and that's the gunner. Correct. Yep. Commander and the gunner. So you've got driver, machine gunner, loader, commander, gunner. And if you pen the turret this side, you'll knock out the commander and the gunner at the same time. And that's really handy because if you knock out the gunner, then he can't shoot. If you knock out the gun, he can't shoot. You can damage the track, and that will immobilize the tank. You can also shoot the fuel tanks at the back, and that will actually set the tank on fire. But you can also knock out his engine, and that is quite, you know, if you can knock out somebody's engine, the repair time is quite long. It's probably about close to 20 seconds. But if something minor isn't if something minor gets damaged, then the repair time is like less. And I've tested this, and the gun, if I had my gun knocked out and my gunner, and the repair time was about 16.5 seconds, which is long, long time. But if you're Amarak, if somebody hits you Amarak, you just explode. It doesn't get damaged. The reload time becomes insanely long when your gunner gets damaged or whatnot, and I think that is because they did buff a few tank reload. Like for example, the KV-122, they buffed its reload from 20 seconds to 16.5, which kind of makes sense, really. Bring up something else. The Germans, for example, bring up the BT-42. That's still 20 seconds, and that's still 20 seconds. And I'm going to explain why that's 20 seconds. And the reason why it's 20 seconds is because it's a highly maneuverable tank. It's basically the BT-5, I believe, with I think it's it's a 32-pounder. Well, 32-pounder is 100. 32-pounder is 92mm. So yeah, this is 114. This 114mm gun. Don't know what percent, but hey, who cares? And that's why it's still got 20-second reload. If we go back to the Americans, look at the tech tree. So we've got the Greyhound. Greyhound is the first tank, and doesn't have a lot of armor. Has a 37mm M6 cannon, and I think all of the tanks use the M6. Yeah, all of them use the M6. I think it's up to the N24 Chaffee uses 75mm M6. And we're gonna actually look for Chaffee, and Chaffee just looks awesome. It would have been better. It would have been better if the Chaffee used its better gun. But we're just going to look at the armor, and the armor it's sort of impressive and sort of not. You do have 25, and it's sloped at 55 degrees all over. And that gives you about 55mm of effective armor. At the lower, it'll be about 50. At the higher, it'll be close to 60. And that is enough if you angle it quite well. It goes up to about 100, but that's still not going to be enough to bounce some of the super high-powered German guns. The Greyhound, well, it's extremely maneuverable, very maneuverable. The repair time is 4.5. I believe that's 4.5 and then 5, 5, 7. So yeah, the repair time gets longer the higher up the tier you go, which kind of makes sense. But that could, now this is the problem that I've got, that could provoke people to play low tier vehicles in high tier games, which would be a problem. But this thing does 80 kilometers an hour, which is insanely fast, and the turret traverse is alright. But the best thing about these tanks is they have absurd gun depression, 10 to 12 degrees. So we're gonna try out in the T6, and I would recommend use the AP round. Um, because the AP round, just has more pen really. It has a lot more pen. The APHE is good for soft targets. The AP round is good for those targets that you can't really pen with the APHE. So, and this thing is quick as well. It is relatively fast. And it doesn't really slow down that much on rough terrain. Only on like, as you see right now. Only on like uh like uh slopes going up. Oh, that is a hetzer. Hetzer right there. Yeah, that's a hetzer right there. Um, how do you move the? Oh god. That's not gonna hit. He can't hit us. So that is interesting. We don't want to poke up too much. Or otherwise, you know, we're gonna get absolutely destroyed. Ah, there you are, you sneaky little rot. Someone's using a pack wagon. So we're gonna use APHE. So we're just gonna push up here. And oh, hello. Right, that's the tank. Oh, our track's been taken out. Fantastic. Oh, he's got exploded. Oh, well, I honestly I think that they need to really tone down the Amarak chant because it's way too high. It honestly is just way too high in the moon. You basically get Amarak every single time. Now, the thing that I'm worried about is because they're going for this realism kind of thing. Are they going to put limited ammo? And if they do, then I think that will hurt the game because I think that infinite ammo is definitely, it's not really, putting like unrealistic things in, but it's, you know, I think that if they go with limited ammo, it could definitely limit tank fights and it can definitely limit, snipers and all that. And how would you, replace the ammo? Really, how would you do that? So we're just gonna push up here. And this tank just feels good. This tank just feels fantastic, really. I do like the feel of the tank. Load, wow, yeah, of course he can see me like that. Where's the gun? Where's the gun? Where's the gun? Really? Okay. Problem is, my turret is very tall, so he can. Ah, oh well. I didn't explode that time. So let's go. So the armor isn't brilliant. I mean, it doesn't hold up against the German 75mm high velocity gun, which is, if this thing could bounce a 75mm high velocity armor piercing shell, then this thing would probably be quite broken. But because it doesn't, then yeah, it's not. Ugh. So we're just gonna push this way. And this thing it is honestly relatively mobile. I do like of how mobile it is. And it's got armor as well, which is also impressive. You have such a mobile machine and it has quite a bit of armor. We're just gonna Ah, that's a flak. No, that's not flak, that's a Oh well, there he goes. He exploded. Oh god. One raise the gun up. Well, I'm gonna do jack shit against him. Raise the gun up, raise the gun up, raise the gun up. Are you serious? That actually bounced. Oh, those cables are pushing up. Come on, prepare, prepare, prepare. Ow! Are you serious? Oh, oh man, this is becoming more and more like War Thunder, which is not a bad thing. Hopefully they don't put any like pay to win rubbish in, but hopefully they won't. I wonder if a HE would actually work. Hopefully it should. That pack wagon is being an absolute menace at the moment. They're 11 points ahead. He dead? I don't know. Yeah, he is. I did absolutely no damage. Critical hit right check. Okay, so HE has a bit more value. Oh, he's dead. He's dead, okay. Oh well. We didn't earn much that game. Which is disappointing. So honestly, how do I feel about this update? I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. The M4 line is probably obviously going to have more armor than this thing. This thing is, honestly, it's pretty good. If you don't count, the high velocity German guns, this thing is pretty good. It's not bad. I mean, obviously the KV ones may be a problem, but may not be a problem. Don't know. From where that guy penned me, because I was angled like that, yeah, about that. So that's 129. So we go to the Germans, and it's not here, but it was using this gun, if I'm correct. Modification. Yeah, 104. Yeah, it should easily be able to pen me. That's okay. So guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, give a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy this video, give a thumbs down. Put in the comment section what you think about this new update. I absolutely love this update. I honestly will support the developers 100%. I'm really proud of it. So I'll see you guys later. Peace.